Hello and welcome to this new lesson. Now it's time to set up the Blynk app to monitor sensor values, and the first step will be installing the Blynk app on your smartphone. Now go to your smartphone and go to the App Store, depending on the type of smartphone that you have. That might be Google Play Store or Apple Play Store or App Store, and write Blynk. As you can see, you will get it, and it's the first result. This is our app Blynk, an Internet of Things for Arduino ESP32. Now, as you can see, I already have the app, so I will click open, but if you don't have it, you have to click install or download. You will wait some time and you will get the app, and as you can see from the description, this app is used to control Arduino, Raspberry Pi, ESP8266 and ESP32 and a lot of other boards. It's the first and only drag and drop mobile app builder for microcontrollers and Internet of Things. Click open, and as you can see, you have more than one option to log in. You can log in if you already have an account, you can create a new account, or you can log in with your Facebook. Now you can create an account by clicking here and adding your email and password. Now, after writing your password, click create new account. It shouldn't take a lot of time. Creating a new account will give you a unique authentication code and will be sent to your email, and this is very important since we are doing this to control our ESP board. Now after creating a new account, you need to create a new project and select your hardware. Now click new project, and as you can see, you need to name your project. I will call it Smart Garden, and you need to select your board, and as you can see, you have a lot of boards that you can choose from, and the one that we need is the ESP. You have Arduino, Raspberry Pi and a lot of other boards. We need ESP32 dev board, and you can choose the connection type. As you can see here, we have Wi-Fi connection, and you can either choose dark or light. I will choose light since it's easier on the eye. Then click create a project. Now, as you can see, authentication token was sent to my email, and you can also find it by clicking on this icon in the upper right corner. Click OK, and we will get it from our email. Now, the authentication code is a very important code that you will use to control your project. Now we need to create our smart garden monitoring system inside this Blynk app. Now you have an empty canvas, as you can see, and we need to add 4 gauge widgets to monitor temperature, humidity, water level and soil moisture level sensor readings. And to do that, tap on the canvas to open up the widget box. Now you can pick a gauge. As you can see, we have a lot of gauges, and you need to choose one of these. You can choose any of them. As you can see, here we have controls, we don't want these. Here we have displays, and we can choose this gauge, the one that's called gauge. And when you choose it, as you can see, you can control the size of the gauge by dragging and dropping using these 4 points in the corners. And when you tap on the widget, you can change its settings. So if you clicked once, you can see that you can change the name, size, text size and color of the gauge. Now you can change the name and you can change the range, and you can change the font size and text. As you can see, we need a large font size. We can choose this color, the blue one, and you can choose the refresh interval. Now, the two most important settings are the pin and the refresh rate. You need to set a virtual pin for each gauge with 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 6 seconds of refresh time. And since we choose 3 seconds for the temperature and the humidity, as you can see, we don't have it as an option here. So we will change it in the code to 2 seconds and click OK. And we will edit the code to match that. Now, 2 seconds. And the next step is selecting the pin number. Now, when you click the pin number, as you can see, okay, click the pin. When you click on the pin, you can see that we have V, which is basically a virtual pin. And we know for sure that for our temperature and the humidity sensor, we are getting these readings. In the code, if you went back to our code, you can see that the temperature is V4. So change this to V4. And as you can see, you can change the label, but we don't want to do that. And here we have the range. Now, after changing the refresh rate and the pin number, you can go back to your canvas and make it look the way you want. So click OK. And as you can see here, we have temperature V4 and it's in blue. You can move it anywhere and you can change its size. Now I will add the temperature here. You can change the size. Now we need another gauge for the humidity, and since we have 4, let's minimize this and add them next to each other. Now let's move this one up here, and this one, let's call it humidity, and let's change the refresh rate to 2 seconds. Make the font size large, change the bin number to V5 since we have V5. And as you can see, when you click here, you can see that V4 is busy. So we will choose V5. V4 is busy because we already used it. Now, as you can see, this is the analog range from 0 to 1023. We can change that later. But for now, humidity at V5, just like in our code. And the refresh rate is 2 seconds. Now we need 2 more gauges. Let's add a water level gauge, and let's add another gauge for the soil moisture. Now this one is for water level, and we know for sure that the water level is V7. Okay, V7. Now we need to add the refresh rate 5 seconds. Then click OK. You can change the color. Let's say red. Okay, since it's water, let's make it blue. Now the last one is for the soil, and it's V6. Now let's change the coloring to orange and the refresh rate to 5. That's it. Now let's click OK and make sure that we have everything correctly. V4, V5 for the temperature and humidity, V7 and V6 for the water level and soil moisture. Now the next step, we need to add a button widget to control the relay. Now Click here, go up and choose button, and this is our button. Click once and change the button pin. Now as you can see here, you can choose a digital or virtual button. Now change the name of the button first and call it, let's say, relay control. Now after changing the name, you can change the button type and the pin. The pin is the general purpose input-output pin of the ESP32 where the relay is connected, and we already mentioned that the relay is connected to pin number 22, D22. Now we have to set this, so we have to go to the pin and choose GP22, as you can see here. Now you can choose either switch or push button. I will choose switch, and that's it. Now click OK. Now the Blynk app we can change. Okay, we can change this color. Now the Blynk app is ready. We have 4 indicators and 1 button to control the relay, and everything is chosen correctly. That's it for the Blynk app setup. In the next lesson, we will take the authentication code and we will insert it inside our ESP32 code, and we will add the Wi-Fi and name and password to our ESP32 board code, and we will upload the code to our ESP board so that we can start controlling and monitoring this. As you can see, there is a run button at the right side. Once you click on it, it will start trying to connect to your ESP, and if it is connected online, you will get the readings. Thanks for watching this lesson. This is Ashraf from Educational Engineering Team.